doing a software review on the very famous editing program known as Sony Vegas. In this case, I'll be doing it on the 2012 version. However, there is a newer 2013 version. It is quite similar, but there are some subtle differences, and there might be a 2014 version, although I am not sure about that. And so, this is how the program will look like for the first time if you open it. To begin with, I guess we'll just put in a video. So to do this, you go to your video location and you simply just drag and drop into this timeline area. Depending on the length of the video, it will start processing it here. Now that the processing is done, we can begin editing our video. Now, one of the nice things about this program is that it makes editing videos very easy. For example, in the start of the clip, let's say it's a boring part. If I want to skip here and I want to split this clip and delete this previous area, I can simply click S on my keyboard. Now we see that a line has been created here. If I then click on this portion of the video and click the delete button on my keyboard, that portion of the video is gone, and now we've simply cut into this part of the video. So we already began to trim the video slowly. As well, another nice thing about this program is that it allows you to separate the audio from the video tracks. So the way you can do this is if you click on the audio tracks and you hold U and click it once more, you see that the audio tracks are separate. And so you can edit this audio track independently. So you can split it, you can delete parts, and you can do whatever you like to it. As well, to make the cuts between the videos quite smooth, the program offers a lot of transitions to choose from. Each transition has like a demo, so that you see how it looks like. Personally, I love to use the cross effect, as I feel like it's the most professional and best and makes the smoothest transitions. So to utilize any transition, similarly to this, you click on the version of the transition you want to, and you drag and drop onto the first part of the cut. Then, if we zoom in here, using the middle mouse button, we will see that there's a little box-like thing. So if we take the second part of the cut and we combine it in, we will see that the smooth transition has been added. So if we just watch closely, we see the smooth transition there. As well, at the start of any video, if you hold at the top left corner and you hold left click and drag to the right, this will create like a fade-in effect. So now we start from a black screen and it fades in. Similarly, if you go from the end of the clip and you click the left mouse button and drag to the left, it will create a fade out effect. So this way you can make really cool looking videos. As well, there are a lot of useful features in the media generators tab right here, in which you can put a lot of shapes, colors, etc. But most importantly, you can add texts. So if we go into the media generators and we click on tiles and text, we get different types of texts here. But if we just go for the default simple one, similarly we drag and drop onto the timeline right here, and gives us some editing options here. For example, I would like to call the text "Hello World," and depending on the position of the text in the timeline, it will appear accordingly. As well as you can increase the length of which the text appears, so it could appear for a long time. You can decrease the length, so it will appear for quite a short time. As well as you can simply edit the size of the text from the on-screen preview here, make it bigger or smaller. So those are the quite simple options you can do using Sony Vegas to make your videos look quite nice. Now we will get into the little more in-depth options. One thing I really like to do to my videos is to change the color balance of it, because this way I get to make the video look way nicer. To do this, since we were in the media generators tab, we click on the video effects tab. From here we choose the color corrector options. It will already give us preset options of some color balances. However, I do like to go for the default one, as I like to customize it on my own. Once we add it onto the video by dragging and dropping, a tab will appear here. And just by simply playing with these points on the circle, we could see that the colors of the video change accordingly. So by tinkering around with these options, you can eventually make the video look way better. You can even edit the saturation, the gamma, etc. Another really useful feature I find is the ability to control the velocity of the video as it plays. To do this, you go to the Insert tab here, you hover over the video envelopes and click on the event velocity. Now you'll notice that this green line appears. By double clicking on any point on the green line, you'll create a new point, and so you can drag and drop this point up and down. And you'll see that the curve forms here. This curve represents how the video will slow down, as well as you speed up or slow down. You will see a percentage that appears. This represents how much the video slows down by. You can this point can be extended further, so the video slows down at this example to 24% over a long period of time, or you can make it shorter so the video slows down to 24% over a short period of time. And as we notice here, the video is slowly slowing down as it goes on. Similarly, you can do the same thing for the audio tracks, and you can do this by going to the insert option here, and instead hovering on audio envelopes and clicking on volume. Now you can edit the volume of the audio track as the video plays on. So for example, at this point it's on the normal level, and as it plays on from this point to this point, the video levels will go down. And finally, to create such points, you just double click on the blue line and these points are formed. And finally, if you want to render your video, you do this by holding the left mouse button anywhere in the timeline, clicking and dragging either left or right. This way it will create a highlight area in which you can drag this highlight area anywhere in your video, and this basically highlights the area of the video that will be rendered. And so to render your video, you click the render as button, and it will show you a wide variety of rendering options where you can render the video in different file formats. You can even render it as audio only, etc. Once you've chosen your option, you click the you click the render button, and that's it. And just some things to keep in mind when using this program: always make sure to save your editing file as you're editing, because I've had a lot of my files lost as the program crashed on me as I've been editing. So just keep on saving, and to do this you just click on this floppy disk icon, and once you choose the destination where you want to save it, it will appear here as a .veg file, and if you double click on this, it will just open your editing file once again. I would like to thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you found it you found it quite useful, and that you have some of an idea of how to use this program to create some cool videos.